Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio and our Bat Challenge. That is the Bob's Angels 1000 Challenge. They will feed in this way, like this, and then they need to feed out. They're going to feed out that way. That one's going to feed out there. But the feeding out bit... Now, this, we've got the increased options here. So, drop tile position is going to be further out. But you can choose what side of the belt you put it on now. So, I don't even need that bit. I can move that bit. And instead of putting it on the far side of the belt, which will ultimately result in it joining in with the coal, we will change this so that it goes onto the offset. We'll put that on the near side of the belt. Like that. So now when I look at it, you can see, you look at the little yellow arrow on, hang on, let me just move this one here and we'll put that one out over there a second. The yellow arrow there goes into the middle of the white box. The yellow arrow on the next one to it, the two side by side, look at the difference in the yellow arrow. The item is set at the tip of the yellow arrow. So there, the yellow arrow is in the box, is pointing to the far side of the box, is pointing to the right-hand side of the box. This one, the arrow is outside of the box, it's pointing to the left-hand side of the box, and that's where it will drop the item. And that is one of the really awesome things about the versatility of the Bob's inserters. I think it is absolutely awesome. You can choose where and how you put all of your items, and not just one or two of them. So we feed the items in here, and they're dropping them on the closest side of the belt. Standard inserters always dump on the far side of the belt. Over here, they are not. They're dropping them on the near side of the belt, which means that they're going to be on the correct side when they get round over there, which is absolutely wondrous to behold. That is what we want them to do. It's going to flow all the way down to here, and it's going to be tickety-boo and rather wonderful. And they've done a really good job. They've gone and picked up all of this stuff. They've been working really hard at this. We've got a whole load of items in here, which is fantastic. I like the way that they do also split everything apart when the robots pick things up as well. So I got that first bit done. Next, I need to do the red boards over here, which means I need more paper being produced in order to do the red board. So we will bring this one here. I'm going to do... How am I going to do this? Right, well, I don't need those. Those are now done with. They are finished. This one, I'll pick that up myself, so he doesn't need to worry about anything. And I can pick up the construction frame bit there. They're charging up. I'm going to pick up all of that lot. Cannot insert big storage chest. My inventory is full. Surprise, surprise. My inventory is completely filled to le brim. So what I will do is I'll make more assembling machines, because I've only got 11 of those left, and I'm going to need several. If I do that, I've got several spaces. And I can pick that one up. Right. It's got me all of the construction bots, the crawler bots. It's got every bot. All of the bots. We've got the lot. I got a little bit of coal kicking around, so if I run up here a minute, I can get rid of some of that. Because I got several stacks. I don't need that many stacks of coal, not by a long shot. So we will dump a bit of coal in here like this, and I can dump a couple more in here like this. And then we can go for a quick walk all the way up here. Eventually, we will get some power armor so that we can run around faster. And as we progress later on in the game, we're really, really going to want that. I was looking at mods for flying, being able to fly around the base so that I can travel a lot faster. I will still be on the lookout for a decent flying machine mod, a helicopter mod of some kind. Just a basic one to allow me to fly around the base a little bit quicker. We don't need to worry about it at the moment, but it would be something that would be very awesome for later in the game. It's going to make a big difference. It really will. Gonna move that inserter there, and I'm going to put that one back over here so that then I can put a splitter onto there like that. I'm going to make 10 more inserters, splitters rather, So split the paper out there. And we need to start with those red boards. We just need paper for the red boards. I don't need anything more than just paper. And then I'm also going to need the resistors. Those are copper cable and paper. So I'm going to need the copper cable in for those. I need copper cable for those. I don't need it for those. Those there, they're down the bottom. I've got solder coming in down there. And then the other two bits is going to be those resistors and the red circuit boards. I can figure that out in a minute. But we want that copper cable. What do you want? You want the copper cable and the red boards. How are we going to do this? I know how we're going to do this. I'm going to put assembling machines. 1, 2, 3. Like that. And those are going to be these. Like this. So I'll copy that. And I'll paste them out onto there. And then I will bring that one over there. The paper is going to run down this side. Okay? That's just going to go straight down there like that. For our spaghetti system that we're going to do in here, we're going to go one there, and one there like that. We will put power, and then we will do power and power down there as well. And then we take that one, it goes out over this way, and it turns, and it runs down here like this. And I take... we go out and in like that. Out. No, I don't need to go in at all. I just need to go out. They just need to go out onto the side over there. That's all they need to do. I want this to look even. I don't like that, so I am going to remove those. It's probably a daft thing to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. I want to put those a little bit further down like that, and... I need to go in there and I need to select that recipe. I can't copy and paste nothing because it wasn't already there. So we can drop those onto a belt over here like that, and I can put them in. Then what we do is we take another assembling machine and we bring that one over, and I drop 3 of them in a line down like that. So if I go into here, I need copper cable red boards. Right, so I've got those going straight onto a belt across here, and then they're coming in over this side. So I put these inserters down on the lower side of each of the factory units, and that should help make that run in a little bit better. And copy those 2 out onto there like that. I've got power over here already on this. Oh, I haven't got power up there. I thought I did. No, I haven't got power on the actual factory unit, have I? That's those bits up and running. So then for this final one, I need solder, resistor, red circuit board. So to make the resistor, I need the copper cable coming out of here. Now this is the bit where we can use this special filter, although it's not going to do me any good because I'm filtering it the wrong way. I want to go that way, but that will only allow the red boards to come out. I want the copper cable to come out, which means that I have to go that way and then turn it round. And there's a little point in doing that. So we'll just do this. Right here, like that. I will put you as a filter on there, and you can filter out. Let's go into the electronic bits over here. Red boards like that. You can filter out on the right-hand side. I want one of those to go in that way. You will come out over here, and... oh, wait a minute. I don't want that at all. That's... no, I don't even need to do that. I don't need to do that at all. What I can do is I can bring this over this way. Look. I can put that one on there like that. Remove that one from there. And then I've got the copper cable is coming out on the correct side. And that one is still putting that material out on the right side. Or it should do anyway. At least I'm hoping it will. Let me remove a couple of these. Let me remove a couple of these then. It is putting them. It's putting them in on the right side down there. It is putting them in on the right side. Okay, that's good. So long as it's putting them in the right place, that's good. That's all I need. Which means that what I can also do is I can take that bit of copper over there and I can join that straight in onto that side so that I've got the copper and the paper running down here. This is what I was getting excited about before. And then I can take that one And we can go back by 1. 1, 2, 3 down there like that. And I can turn that into the resistors. And then I can copy those out. We can go in here. I can take 1 there. I can take 1 there. I can take 1 there. And then I can do the same down over here like this. We can put some power in there and there and there like that. And then I can put a belt that runs down here like this. I have already got those down there. The solder. I don't need to be bringing up any coal up here now. So that one can be removed, and that one there can actually have a filter on it, and it can filter out the solder, as I've got that on this page somewhere. No, I don't have solder on this page. All right, I know where the coal is, so we'll put the coal on here, on the right-hand side. So coal can be filtered out over this side. Remove everything there, and drop that filter onto it there. Then we go back up here, and I can stand here, just remove the coal off of here, like this. And then, once I've got the coal filtered off of here, I can run these circuits from this bit down onto that belt right there. That's a nice, easy process to go and do. I run them down there like that. Easy as pie. Easy as pie. That is very tasty pie as well. That is very, very tasty pie and a very simple pie. In order to put it onto the belt on the correct side, I'll just do that, and then I will loop it round like that so that it goes in onto the side. And we will run you over this way. We will put you up like that and bring you on a little bit further. And then this one here. I'll turn you round, and I'll run you up there like that. And then you go here, and you will run up there like that. So I've got 3 ingredients now, all lined up on here. The only other ingredient, I need to just put the outfeed on there, and there like that. And I need to put a bit of power cable into there. So I've got the outfeed on there for these red circuits. Now, where was I taking red circuits out of here? They were coming out on that belt there. That's where, that's the final bit. That's where they're going to be coming out. So we need to take a factory over here, and I need to put that one over there like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Have I got room for 5? I do, if I pick these all back up again. We've got room for 5. Whether this is going to be a beneficial thing or not, I don't really know, but we'll find out. 1 and 5 down there. Now, what's the working speeds on these? That is 1 second craft time to make 1. That is 1 second craft time to make 1. There is no benefit to me having 5 of these here at all. There is absolutely no benefit. It is 1 second craft time for 1, and that is 1 second craft time for 1. And that is half a second craft time for 1. So the red boards, we don't need as many. I could put an extra one of those down, but I'm not going to get enough copper coming through anyway. So if I remove that, I only actually need 3 of these, but I'm going to put 4 of them, just so that it makes me feel better, to be honest. There isn't actually a logical reason for me doing it, other than just it makes me feel better. It makes me feel like I'm actually doing something that's a bit more useful than just having the 3 of them. That is it. It is purely to make me feel better, and no other reason whatsoever. I need to... That one's got to come out from there. That one's going to have to go up by 1 space on here. This belt here is going to need to go there like that. That one in there, and then that one's going to have to go around that way so that we can send those on just a tiny little bit further. Then you are going to go 1, 2... like that, and then we'll do... Well, I put 2 onto that one. I'll put 2 onto that one. 2 onto this one here, and 2 onto this one here. Then you right there, you're going to be pick-up position back there like that. So you're picking up from there, and then all I got to do is copy that out onto 1 of each of these, like that. There. And then we can come out on this side. I can put... That one's going to go up there, and then these are going to go in the middle. Like that. And then we can put an underground belt there to go underneath that chest. And then I can put a regular belt. Go on top of those chests. And that regular belt can come down here like this. Oops. Help if I press the right button here. We can run that along down there like that. You are going to go up here like this. And you know what? We'll go and fire this one up. Let's get this started now and see if this actually works. We're going to put red circuits in there. We've got all the materials being made. And we can get them getting started as well. So we've got everything being made in here. All the way through. It should now be cycling all the way through. I've got that material being made up through there, and that's being turned into paper. It's going through into those, and it's coming down into these. It's all cycling through, and then I've got a whole load of these being made down the bottom. So we've really drastically improved the output. We had 2 of each of the small black ones there, those burner assembling machines. One of these is the equivalent to 2 of those outputs. So I've actually trebled my output of the red circuits and also the grey circuits as well. We've just trebled output on all of it, which is not bad actually for a little short bit of work here. I feel that trebling output is something that we can be reasonably proud of. Drop that one over to there, and then I can put you in here, and I can put you in here. Now, the only other thing I got to do is I've got to double check the spaghetti systems to make sure that they are on the correct side. That's going to come out on that side for the coal over there, and it's going to come out on the other side. So I've used them all up, all the way up to there. We've already gone and like put out these red science packs, but the red science has come all the way back up to here now. So we've kind of like filled the entire thing. And the speed that these are coming out, this is amazing. This is absolutely fantastic. Look at it go. That's going to run. It's going to ignore those. But yeah, that is opening up now. That is going right the way through the entire factory and covering everything with all of the different bits that are going to be needed. I've got these coming down through. The only issue that we have got now is a slow supply of copper cable, and I can rectify that situation right now. We're going to go through and we're going to upgrade several of these belts, because despite the fact that it does split it in half perfectly here, it's not using that much copper out on that side of the belt at the moment. It will do. Don't get me wrong, it will be using a lot more later on, but right now it's not. So it's in our best interests to put down as much of the upgraded belt as we can through here, which is just going to increase the output for everything that we've got inside this system that we've got right now. I don't need to do any more there. I will just swap that one, and then I want to swap that splitter over as well. And then I can take these, and I can run those, oops, not out there. Run those down there, and there's the speed upgrades. Right. The only other bit, I need to speed upgrade on that bit, otherwise it's an exercise in futility. Let's go to there, and you go, right, now we're talking. Look, see, that's got the whole lot whizzing through, and then that's all going to whiz through down into here, and we're whizzing, we're whizzing now. We're having a lot of fun whizzing through this. Look at it whiz. Look at it go. Right, that's much better. There, we have now got a decent upgraded red circuit production system. I say decent upgraded. This is barely entry level. Let's be honest, this is barely entry-level red circuit production system, but it's better than what we did have. That, at least, we can stand up proud, and we can say that we have a system that is better, that is better than the system that we had previously. That is the only thing that we can claim at the moment. It is marginally better than the system we had just now. We have been getting a few red circuits coming through. They've been wending their merry way over here. So we've got the electronics blocks working their way through all of the rest of our system over here and coming in, and that is actually rather nice. Now, we were making the construction blocks, the data cores, and I'm looking down through here. I'm looking at this, right? We've got enhancement data core 2. I'm not seeing much use for any more of the basic data cores. Not the construction ones, at least. I'm seeing a lot of this stuff in here. Look, see, energy data cores. And there are a whole host of those. All of the different science that we need to use is just redonkulous. It is absolute... Oh, there. Okay, so there are a few more that we're going to need. There are a few. We've got the crawler cargo robots, level 2, things like that. There we go. Right. We do have a number of different upgrades that we're going to want for those. They're just not available yet. It's going to take us a minute before we can actually get to them. Crawler construction robot 2. Ooh, look at this. We need a lot of upgrade before we get to level 2 robots. That's a bit of a shame. Never mind, never mind. We've got our bit that we're working on, mechanical refining, and we've got the electronics blocks now. They are going to start going through a lot faster. We've got the red circuits coming through a lot faster, which is going to speed up the production of that. It's going to get all the mechanical refining and stuff going. So we're going to head back over this side, and I'm just going to empty out the spare components in this section that we were busy using, that we're not currently using. Let's jump up to you a minute, and I'll dump out everything I've got. Red circuit board. Those. I'll dump out the whole lot into there. And what else have I got? I've got a whole load of resistors. And I'm carrying solder around. If I want to still be carrying... I'll keep hold. Do I want to keep hold? I dump the solder in there as well. I'll let him go and make a whole load of those different items. It's just going to help clear things out for me. It's going to give me a little bit more space, isn't it? And then we can go over to this side, and I can jump into here. I need red boards. Let's ditch those. And then I got lots of paper. Paper everywhere that I'm carrying. So if I go into here, I got 5 of them. Yeah, see, these here, well, we don't need to worry about them too much. I could have actually probably found room for another one of them, rather than having to... Yeah, that's what we could do. That will increase the... That's going to increase the output speed just a little bit more. Let's get rid of you. And... instead of that one going that way... I'm going to turn you round like that. I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to do that there. That's going to become a red board instead of what I'm using at the moment. I dump the red boards in there. He's picking everything up and he's dropping it in. And then that one is going to output down there. Except that this belt is going to go up there. It's going to run along here like this. You're going to just get rid of, because otherwise that solder is going to get in the way. And I'm going to turn you on there. Right. These here, that produces 1 in 0.5 seconds crafting time, and that is 1 second crafting time. So those 2 will supply these 4, and then those 4 will supply those 4. That should just tweak the output marginally in our favor. That's all I want to do, is just tweak the output ever so slightly, but that, I think, is a beneficial thing for us to go and do. But what about these resistors? That's 0.5 crafting time. And you in here, only 1 resistor. No, that's actually fine. The 3 resistors, I only need 1 resistor, 2 resistors on there, actually, but that's fine. We don't need perfect ratios. I don't ever try to go for perfect ratios, because as soon as you do a perfect ratio, you change 1 belt, and it's no longer a perfect ratio. So it's kind of like it is, certainly to start with, it's a bit of a waste of time. You know, you spend all this time setting up your perfect ratios, and they never actually work. You never actually achieve 100% perfect ratios, because things never work quite as well as you would hope. Like in here, for example, I've got this one who's working, in theory, on a 1 second crafting time. And I've got 4 of these being made on a similar crafting time. Although I think partly we're slowing down now because I'm not getting enough copper cables coming in. But it's still, that one's still not working over there. Right, I'm still not getting these up there. I've now got 1 circuit heading up there, but that was because I put some extras in here. Anyway. Doesn't really matter. It's not the be-all and end-all of everything. Everything is flowing. The factory must grow and the spice must flow. So two important lessons in life. The factory must grow and the spice must flow. The spice must always flow. Always the spice must flow. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it was that base there that triggered the attack. And because we're on an island, it didn't actually... Yeah, see, it was just putting a bit of pollution over there. We can't go and see it until I get landfill and I open out with the... Let's get rid of that. Where are we? Where is the landfill? The landfill is still down here. I get that one and I will be able to have some landfill. That's going to be our next one, is washing. We'll do that. We'll have some landfill. We can get a bit close to the aliens and we can go and take a look at them. That's something that I would like to do. So that is on my to-do list. Now, the next few things, obviously I want the mechanical refining and I want those improvements to be made right the way through our base. And you look at the amount of red circuits that we have now got racing over this way. They're using up a lot of them. They're putting all of them into electronic blocks at the moment, which is sort of slowing things down a little bit for us. And they're grabbing all of them as well. But it is kind of beneficial because they're now, like, we've filled everything up with those and it's now just going to fill up this belt with electronic blocks. I could just change it round so that it goes straight up there, but actually, you know, I should do that rather than messing around like we are. You got to go... I got to remove you and I got to remove you. I got to remove that one. And then you're going to go this way like this. I'm going to go there, up. I'm going to take you off. And remove you as well. Just to clear off the extra rubbish that was on there. We will go here, out over there, and then we will put that belt and that belt in there. Right, so we've essentially removed the need to go and put it up around that loop at the moment. I've got a few electronic blocks that are sat here on this little bit of loop. And there's not a lot that we can do about that other than scoop them all up and make use of them. Oops. Press F to pick them all up. Right, there. And I've now got those electronic blocks all the way through. I'm carrying 24 electronic blocks. I'm going to dump them all into that. Actually, you know what? I'm not. I'm going to hold on to them. I'm going to just keep them for myself because I'm going to end up using them. And then these electronic blocks, they're coming through now. They're coming through pretty quick. And the circuits, they're coming through pretty quick as well. I've got 25 of these. I've got a few more up there. We can let that start coming through in here. Do I want to put the blocks down on here? The belt is filling up quickly. You know what? I'm just going to dump them in there. I'll put them on there, and then they will feed them onto the belt, and it will just, you know, fill up that, back the belt up a little bit faster, which will allow these to run through just a little tiny bit faster, and yada, yada, yada. I just got to remember where I've disabled everything. So as I've now disabled that connection, I can go and put this bit back, so that those can be made again in the future. We've seen that we are going to want more of these data cores. I thought for a minute that we weren't going to want them. And after all of the work that we did, that we wouldn't need any more. We will need more of them. It's just that with the way that it works out, it's possibly going to be a while before we want any more of them. If we scroll down here a little bit, you start to see other upgrades. Well, unfortunately, that is all we've got time for. We will come back tomorrow, and we will carry on with the Bat Challenge, continue trying to make 1,000 of absolutely everything. But we'll also take a little short break and try to catch me a door flurp. If you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.